Assalamu alaikum. How does a new believer find balance in accepting their own and being their self, staying in alignment of the teachings and Islam, but still being relatable to those lost founds we are striving to resurrect?
Good question. One of the things we always discuss from the fourth study guide is labeled the struggle for balance. But the minister in study guide 4 gives us 2 ways that things can be balanced: by putting the appropriate energy into each side, or just by making the correct thing the center. So when we make Allah the center, we no longer have to struggle for balance. We are balanced. Number one. Number two, remember that opposites attract. So we don't have to be worldly to appeal to the world. We have to be otherworldly to appear to the world. So accept your own and be your, what is your own self? Not just a Muslim, a righteous Muslim. So the magnetism that allows our opposite to be more attractive to the dead is how much we are living. The way we magnetize those that are doing wrong is by how right we are. So the math is, if we want to be more attractive, we don't have to be more like to appeal to. We have to be more opposite to attract them to us. Mm-hmm. In fact, hopefully that answers the question.
Thank you.
And I would just add to that wonderful answer from my brother that, and this is what an answer I would give in almost all situations for any new believer is, look at the way and follow the way of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, because he is so relatable. Everyone who comes around him, everyone who sees him, no matter what walk of life they are in, they find him relatable. The stars that people look up to in the world, he's as we say, he's your favorite rapper, your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. They want to come and take a picture with our man because he's so relatable. He looks into everything that's going on in the world when he teaches, and he shows God's light on it, because this teaching, as my brother said, it contains light, life, and power. It shines a light on everything that's taking place. So you can talk about the current events, you can talk about what's going on in the world, but you can show God's hand in every situation. If you study this teaching, you'll be able to give more insight on everything that they're interested in. And as my brother said, you'll be so magnetic to them. They'll say, we want to hear what our sister has to say. She always has something deeper than what we could see, because you have a light that they will be attracted to by your example, by following the example of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Praise be to Allah.
Thank you for your question. I remember when I came in the nation, I was kind of popular in my little community in Atlanta. I was a star athlete, and I pledged this fraternity, Omega Psi Phi. And I also came out of the drug lifestyle. When I accepted the teachings, I had that as a question in my mind. And I remember the minister said, once you accept these teachings, it should change you in the twinkling of an eye. Then you should be able to go back into the dens that you came out of and not be ill affected by those things. So when I joined the nation and I went back around the queues, they all knew me. And many of them would test you, right, Brother
Absolutely.
Jeff? To see if you really believe that Islam.
Quick.
To see if it has power over the dog.
Quick. That's facts.
See?
That's facts.
But you have to be careful, because you can't heal the crackhead in the crack house. You have to take him or her out of the environment that harmed them, strengthen them, then send them back so that they could pull others out.
Come on now.
So I was blessed to hold on to my Islam in the midst of those who knew how wild I was and the things that I was doing. And instead of being pulled in their direction, by the grace of Allah, Allah blessed me to bring omegas, dope dealers into this way. Instead of me trying to be relevant with them, I stayed relevant with Master Fard Muhammad, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and the minister. So, to me, don't get into trying to be relevant. You want to show the power of what you have just joined, because they're going to watch you. If it changed you, you know what they're going to say? That can change me.
Exactly.
Thank you, sister.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We have two more questions.